Hello again and welcome to We Are Crafted in His Image. Today we are working on project number 2 in our September Cocoa and Crafts class using the gorgeous leaf stamp set and some re-inkers, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Today this is the card that we're going to make, and it opens up like this, and I left it blank. That way you can use this card for any type of occasion, whatever you want to use it for. Grab one of your sentiments. This would be a great birthday card for someone who has a birthday in the fall, or just any type of a need that you have for a card. There you go. So let's get started. You have of course, your stamp set and your inkers. Let's go ahead and get out your kit. Now in your kit, I actually put this here because I wanted to show you a tip. In your kit, in one of the envelopes, there are a couple of leaves, and haha, I was really nice and I already pre-cut or pre-tied your bows for you. Ta-da! However, I wanted to show you that a little trick so that if you our twine comes wrapped around these little tubes, and oftentimes, especially when you start getting down towards this end, you can see that the twine is quite loopy. It's very curly, and sometimes tying a bow, it doesn't come out very well. So this is just a quick tip for you, a tip on Tuesday. You're going to just take your bone folder and hold it like you would curly ribbon. You know how when you actually curl ribbon? Well, this way we're going to straighten it. You're just going to hold it between your thumb and give it a little pull. And it's going to help straighten out some of those curls. You can see the difference if I pull some more out of here. The difference in the string. Okay, so there's a little tip for you, but I went ahead and straightened yours and tied them in bows for you for your kit. Set that aside, get our envelopes ready because we will want to stamp on those. And these we won't need till assembly time, and then we have our card bases. So let's make our stamp pad just like we did last week. You're going to want to grab something waterproof, and I did go and wet my baby wipe this time, so hopefully I won't have to spray it as much with the water. And set that on there. Now, one of the negative things, and I think I mentioned it in the last video about using the baby wipe. Baby wipes have a lot of fibers on them, and the fibers will end up on your stamps. And I don't know if this will show up very well on here. Can you see all the little white? Come on, show up. Focus. It focused on it earlier for me. I can't get it to, oh, there it goes, there it goes. You see all those white speckles? That is fiber from the baby wipes. So what I'll do is, because this Stampin' Scrub is really easy to pop out, and you can just run this in the sink and get all those fibers off of there. But just be aware, after you're done using this technique, you are going to need to clean your stamps because they will end up with little bits of fibers all stuck inside them, which will then leave some marks on your next project. So easy way to fix it, but just a little tip for you there. So let's go ahead and make our stamp pad. Now I want one of my leaves to be more greens and yellows, and I want the others to be more of the oranges and the reds, and maybe this one here is more yellows and oranges. So to do that, I'm actually going to kind of fade my color across the ink, or across my pad, quote unquote. So I'm going to put some yellows, and instead of just dots, I'm going to kind of spread. My yellow does not want to spread. It is very thick. I'm not sure why that is, but it is a very thick compared to my other ones. Let's throw some green on in here. There we go. And actually I think I want a little bit more yellow in this middle area, because then I'm also going to put the orange over here. Maybe a little bit of yellow right there. And then the reds, our cherry cobbler color. Maybe a little dot there. And then basically I have a multi-colored ink pad that I can use. So then what I want to do, I want to make sure that, okay, we're going to stamp the leaves first, then we're going to cut out along the edge. And I want to make sure once I cut out that this edge doesn't show. So I want to make sure all of my leaves go below that edge. So to do that, I'm going to just take my piece of paper that I've got here, my designer series paper, put it down here, and I'm just going to mark the corner. Do it on both of them. And that way I'll know I need to make sure that my leaves go below that line. Okay? And I kind of want them to go down and then come up like this. So let's start with, actually before we even do this stamping, let's do our leaves because they're going to need to dry before we put them on. So to do that, you're going to take your leaf that's already been cut out and decide where you want it, what colors you want on it, and just set it down on there. And then you can use a bone folder, or I'm going to use a pokey tool, and I'm just going to push it down onto that color. Let it pick up the color. Then flip it over. Let's take a peek at it. Come here, flip over. Ah! Oh yeah, that looks good. So there's one. And then where's my other one? My other one has all the insides. This one I'm going to do maybe over here. Whoop, I want it to stay put. Let me grab. There. Then I can push down all over without getting my fingers all wet and dirty. And then flip it over. And then we will set that aside and let it dry. Alright? And clean that off. It's got sticky on it. I don't know where the sticky came from. Alright, put that away. Now we can do some stamping. Actually, I need to get those out of there. Sorry, some of my little middles of my leaves got stuck on there. Okay. Get those out of the way. And now let's start with, I think I'm going to start with this one. I've already mounted all my leaves. We're actually using all of the leaves that are in the set. I'm going to start with this one here, and I'm going to make it more the green and yellow. Like I said, I want this to be lower down here, so this one I'm going to go all the way down, maybe like that. And then I'll put another one. Actually, I'm going to wait. Let's do the next one over. And this one, I don't want all of this stem, so I'm just going to try to ink just this area up here. So I'm going to do it like this. Okay, and that one's going to go here. Oh, I like it. Okay, and then my middle one is going to go more in the yellowy orange side. Let's stamp it going in this direction. Then another one of our green, more green and yellow. Let's go down like this. And I should have brought that one down further, but too late now. Then some more of this one. Let's put it up here. There we go. And then to add a little bit more, we're going to take our three little leaves, and I'm going to just randomly put them around the top area. Like that. Okay, and then we've got one more to do. Set this one over here, grab this one. Let's do our green and yellows. There we go. It works much better when with my baby white being nice and moist, nice and wet. Put that one there. Oh, I like that. It's not as close. And then this one, let's try and get a little bit of green on it, but not much. There we go. I like that little touch of green right there. Now, if you don't want each of yours to look the same, like maybe you don't want both of these to be green and yellow, just wash it off before you do the next one and put it in a different spot on your ink pad or on your baby wipe. I think I'm gonna go like that. There we go. And then one more of the maple leaf. It's the only one I know the name of. Okay, and now our little leaves. Get that out of my way. Let's see. I like the way these little ones are shaped on here. Oh, we need some more green on there. Let's get green. There we go. There we go. Okay, I like it. All right, let me move these over here so I can wash them in a minute. And I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I do want to do the envelope. So let me grab those real quick. And my envelope is going to be this one, I think. I like it. It's not too big, it's not too small. Make sure I'm stamping the correct corner. Now this would also be pretty if you did leaves across the flap. I'm going to put one right here though. Oh, I like it! I like it! Okay, one more. And again, you notice when I'm tapping, I'm not just going straight up and down, I'm kind of going in a little bit of a circle, and that helps to blend the different colors together. So the green blends into the yellow and the yellow blends into the orange instead of being, you know, hard lines between the different colors. Okay, so that's why when you're tapping, just kind of go in a small circle when you're doing that. Okay, so stamping is done. We do have a little bit of fussy cutting to do. And by the way, this is really easy to clean. You just toss this, throw this in the trash, and you see there's ink on the back. Just use a clean wipe and wipe it off. Wipes right off. No problem at all. And let's get out our paper snips and do a little quick trimming. And I'm just going to go around leaving a white border. I'm not going to go right next to those leaves, but kind of following the shape of the leaves. They do have a little bit of like splatter on the edge. That's the style of this stamp, and you can choose to leave that in completely or cut it out. Let me do the next one. Yeah, I like that one better. This one doesn't have as much trim or as much in and out because two of my leaves lined up too close together. But that's okay. Made cutting easier. A lot easier. Alright, I hope I didn't cut that up too high. I think I might have. Oh, let's see. I think I might have. That's alright. Get this down. This card's going to go together pretty quick, I think. Get my bone folder back out here. And simple gluing. We're just going to take your designer series paper, put some adhesive on the back side, there we go, and then line that up on your bottom edge. Oh, I knew it. I cut it a little bit too. I thought I saw that pencil line. I should have curved up here a little bit. Oh well. So don't do what I did. Make sure you watch your pencil line. That one's good. Just barely though. I should have brought my leaves down a little bit further. Okay, so now to finish off our card, all we need to do is adhere our little leaf down at the bottom. Now my leaf is still a little wet. Oh, very wet apparently. I just broke it. I'm gonna have to, I guess I could glue it like that. I was going to try and poke all my little pieces out. Okay, you might want to wait until yours is totally dry before you glue it down. Not so you don't break it, but because then it might, you know, glue down a little better. But yeah, it's definitely very, very soft right now, and I'm getting ink on my fingers. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna have to glue both pieces down and glue that. Now I did not put the sticky sheet on the back because I didn't worry about adhering it totally down. As you see, mine is loose at the top. It's just glued in this middle section here. So let me grab my glue, put a little bit on this little stem of the plant, put that down in the corner, and then I just used a dot of glue to hold the bow on. Might need to trim some of your bow down. And I'm going to put this one up a little bit higher. You'll never even know it was torn. And a little dot of glue for the bow. Yeah, put yours up a little bit higher so your bow doesn't stick off as much. And there we have it. We have finished our second project. Isn't that pretty? I really like this card. Here are our envelopes that go with. Okay, and next week we will be making this card here. I have it upside down. And so we're going to be using our spritzer. So it will be in hopefully this week, and I will get them out to you so you'll have them in time for next week's class. Okay? Until next time, God's love and blessings to you. Bye!